The year is 1957. हिंदुस्तान को आज़ाद हुए 10 साल हो चुके हैं। नई इंडस्ट्रीज, नए बिजनेसेस पनप रहे हैं और इसी बीच में ऑटोमोटिव इंडस्ट्री के अंदर एक ऐसा आइकॉन आने वाला है जिसका नाम आज दिन तक इंडियन ऑटोमोटिव इंडस्ट्री के साथ सिनोनिमस है. From being privately owned to a government carrier to one of the most recognizable taxis in the country, very few cars have been able to replicate what this particular car has. मेरा नाम है संग्राम and this is the legend of Hindustan Motors Ambassador. Now, although the Ambassador is known as the king of Indian roads, बहुत कम लोग जानते हैं कि इसका origin actually British है.
Won't have it. Tomorrow.
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 The Ambassador was based on the Morris Motors Oxford Series 3, which was produced by Morris Motors in the UK between 1956 and 59. 1957 में Morris Motors ने Oxford Series 3 के मैन्युफैक्चरिंग एंड टूलिंग राइट्स हिंदुस्तान मोटर्स को दिए, जैसे उन्होंने पहले सीरीज 1 and 2 के भी दिए थे, which were known as the Hindustan 14 and the Landmaster. Designed by Alec Isigonis, who was also, by the way, the designer for Mini, the Ambassador in the 1950s came with a whole different lot of advanced features. One of the very first cars in the world to use a semi-monocoque design, जिसकी वजह से the Ambassador was more rugged and offered better space. Hindustan Motors was a part of the Aditya Birla Group and 1954 के economic liberalization policy and 1954 government policy of promoting indigenous automobile industry के बाद, the Ambassador became one of the very few cars in the country to be manufactured. One of the few cars in production in the Indian market. 1954 marked the first production year of the Ambassador. The Mark 1 came with a 1476cc side valve petrol engine. पुरानी Landmaster comparison में there were deeper headlamps. There was a redesigned steering wheel, a redesigned instrument cluster, dashboard, and of course the iconic dimple bonnet came into existence. 1959 में the side valve engine was replaced by a 1489cc 55 brake horsepower overhead valve PMC B series petrol engine. Ambassador ने अपनी lifetime में कई सारे updates and changes देखे, with one notable change coming between 1977 and 78. एक नया 1760cc Morris 1.5 लीटर inline 4 वर्जन इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया, majorly to support a fully functioning air conditioning system. 1980 में with the Mark 4 एक नया 1489cc 37 brake horsepower diesel engine इंट्रोड्यूस किया गया, making the Ambassador the first diesel car in the country. इस टाइम पे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने इकोनॉमिक लिबरलाइजेशन पॉलिसी लॉन्च करी, which allowed Japanese companies to form joint ventures in India, जिसके चलते एक और आइकॉन का जन्म हुआ, जिसकी बात हम एक अलग एपिसोड में करेंगे. इस टाइम तक Ambassador की सेल्स ऑलरेडी हिट लेना शुरू कर चुकी थी, मेनली बिकॉज ऑफ रिलायबिलिटी इश्यूज एंड पुअर बिल्ड क्वालिटी एज कंपेयर्ड टू इट्स राइवल. पर इसके बावजूद the Ambassador remained popular in the government and company sectors. हालांकि प्राइवेट ओनरशिप में इसका नंबर धीरे धीरे डिक्लाइन होने लगा. 2014 marked the final production year of the Ambassador. इस साल सिर्फ 2200 Ambassadors बिकी, which was only a tenth of the number that was being sold in the mid 1980s. And finally, in 2017, Hindustan Motors announced that the Ambassador brand was being sold to the French automaker Peugeot. For anyone who's grown in the 90s, for anyone who's grown up in the 90s or before that, the Ambassador will always remain an icon. Those body lines, that shape. At आज की डेट में जहाँ पे the cars are struggling to get a decent NCAP rating, जहाँ पे the panels दबाने पे flex करने लग जाते हैं, वहाँ पे the Ambassador was built in a way that it was a tank. आप उसके ऊपर मुक्का मारते तो डेंट तो बाद में आता, आपका हाथ पहले टूटता. For anyone who has not experienced this, if you ever get to see an Ambassador, एक बार जाके ना just try to push the body panel and you'll know what I'm talking about. But the story does not end. In 2022 में Hindustan Motors announced that they were working with Peugeot to bring back the ambassador. Now, I can't really say the ambassador will come with an internal combustion engine or will it go all electric, but just the fact that the name is coming back, just the fact that that iconic design might be on the roads once again. Ashish, I don't know how much of regulations it will pass, but just that idea, just to hear that thought, it gives me some kind of happiness. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like. Please subscribe to our channel. I have a few more ideas that I'll bring up. And in the comment box, if you have that car that has been in your head, in your heart for a long time, which you always remember with fondness, please leave it down below in the comment section. Maybe it'll give me an idea for my next episode.